Hi, everyone. I'm Sandy Ballard, the Badass Business Coach. Thanks for being here, watching, listening, however you're getting this information, this awesome Monday motivation is great for you. So thanks for being here and for investing in you. And so, I've talked a lot about motivation, obviously Monday motivation, no more excuses, just getting things done, right? And I talked recently about how to really work through and get some motivation when you really don't want to do what you have to do. And, to build upon that and even build upon whatever you're doing, wherever you're going in life, whether it's business, career, you have everything going, but sometimes you just need to find a little more energy. Besides the motivation, you need a little more energy to do what you need to do, right? Depends on all the things that you have going on in your life. I was at my pool recently and I saw this woman who had 3 kids and they were literally in 3 different areas of the pool and all she just kept doing were laps. She was very calm, but she did not look happy at all. Because as soon as she'd get to one to answer that question or see what's going on and engage, the other one was calling, Mom, Mom, Mom. I'm like, oh woman, she needed some energy. But that was her choice. And that's what she needs energy to do is to manage 3 little kids. I believe they were all under 5, vicious, right? So the energy, what do you need to do? Where do you need to get it from, or how can you get it? But first, you need to identify what sucks it out of you and what fuels your energy. What really gets you going in the morning, keeps you going in the afternoon. A lot of people have that afternoon dip, but also I've talked a lot with my clients about working when your energy is highest. Not everyone is a morning person like me. Yes, I wake up like this. It drives the man candy batshit crazy. I'm ready to go. I just want to get shit done. I want to get going and feel good about it, right? And so I want to talk to you a little bit about that because we don't, like I said, we don't all want to get up at 5 a.m. Sometimes we need to. I have a friend that gets up at 3 because he has to start his day at 5 and it's a little bit of a drive, right? But he gets used to it. Some people are better second shifters or third shifters, right? So, how is your energy level with what you're doing? Do you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I have to have some caffeine to get going? And sometimes that happens even to me. But, are you working and doing the job, running the business that fits with your energy level, right? And then also looking at what is sucking the energy out of you, besides maybe having to get up early in the morning, but what's sucking the energy out of you? Your environment, the people in it, what's going on? Are you cluttered? Like I talked about having to clean my house and get through it. I had to motivate myself to do that because I didn't want to, but I thought about the result. But besides that, what is sucking the energy out of you? Is your office set up properly for you? A lot of us are working from home, or at least hybrid working from home. Do you have the proper setup for what you need to do? And is your office, no matter if it's home or work, or you work remotely, like at a co-working space, do you have what you need? Or are you always like looking for a pen or pad of paper or that note? I mean, I had to organize my office again because I had so many file folders and so many notes that it was just overload. It was driving me crazy. And yes, it was sucking the energy out of me every time I sat down at my desk. So think about that. What's your environment look like? Is it set up for success? Or is it sucking the life out of you? Is it fueling it or is it sucking it out of you? So looking at that, boundaries, people in your world. I've talked a lot about over the years and I have clients that still say just because they work for themselves, people don't really think they work or they can work whenever they want. They're flexible. So they'll just invade their space. They'll call them, text them, stop by. Oh my gosh, the old fashioned drop by and see what you're doing, right? And just the assumption that you're not really doing anything because you're running a small business or a big business. I don't know if you're working at a huge corporation and you're the owner or CEO or higher level management, people understand you have a job, you have shit to do, right? But if you're a solo entrepreneur or small business, people sometimes don't think that you have anything to do during the day. So, again, looking at the who and the what in your world, is it fueling your energy level or is it sucking it out of you? So, and then what does fuel it? What gets you excited about what you do? What adds to your energy level? What fills that cup every single day? I love what I do. I've talked a lot about that. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 29. When I had my marketing firm, holy shit, people thought that there was always a marketing emergency. A trifold brochure is not going to set the world on fire and it's not going to hurt anyone. So people, seriously, right? And there were times where it was stressful because there were deadlines. And, it just sucked it out of me. That's why I don't do it anymore. I love what I do. So are you doing what you love? I've talked a lot about that recently with the end of the year and the new year beginning. We got to really look at what's your environment set up like. So take a look around. Is your office a mess? Is it organized? Are you working from home? And if so, where are you? What's your setup? Are your kids climbing on you? Are your dogs and cats bugging you? You see a lot of people on Zoom with the cat just kind of walking across, if I'm not sitting at my desk, my cat will invade my privacy as well, but she doesn't suck the energy out of me. It's kind of funny, but it's disturbing. And sometimes it's not professional. We also need to make sure that is happening as well. Just because we're on Zoom with someone we know or a client we've had for a long time, let's still make sure our environment is set up for success and we're being as professional as possible. So yes, today is all about the energy, so you can keep the momentum and motivation going and make the progress you need to achieve the goals you desire. Got it? All right, that's a lot. So look around, like I said, look at your office, whether it's home or away from home. Is it set up for success? How are your boundaries? Are your boundaries strong enough that people aren't invading your time and you're like, you look down at your phone or you see an email from someone and you're like, oh, not that you don't like them. It's just that, it's going to be a longer conversation than you have time for. And maybe you need to get in touch with them because you don't want to upset them. They're very sensitive. So looking at that too. So environment, boundaries, and are you really working when your energy is at its best? And are you doing what fuels your fire? Are you doing what fuels your energy? And I'd love to hear from you, Sandy at sandyballard.com. Make sure you remember Sandy with an I, like the image says, Sandy with an I. But if you're listening to this, you don't know that. Sandy with an I, Sandy at sandyballard.com. And ladies, for you, I just officially launched the Taboo Tribe, the women's online community. So check out tabootribe.com, become a member. I just launched the 6-week to success program that you can do anytime you want. And guys, you can do it too, just not the online version. Message me for details. All right. I look forward to hearing from you. I want you to look and really pay attention to what is fueling your energy, what's sucking it out of you, and how you can get more. I look forward to hearing from you and stay tuned all week for more information and challenges on staying energized. Cheers.